Hello guys, welcome back to Boss Recap Channel. And today we are going to witness another donghua about the Tang's clan outer disciple, Tang San, who secretly learnt the inner sect's greatest power. He jumps off the cliff to prove his sincerity. With another identity, he enters another world full of martial souls, named Soul Land. Little Tang San embarks his journey to be a soul master from the Saint of Soul village, together with his dream to revive Tang's clan. When the secret weapons of Tang's clan reach the Soul Land, when Tang San's martial soul is awakened, can he still rebuild the glory times of the Tang's clan? Alright, this donghua is titled Soul Land, and for those who are new here, don't forget to be a subscriber. Okay, let's get right to the story. It was said hundreds of years ago that there was a very smart and talented young man named Tang San. At his young age, he has learned many advanced martial arts and poison arts. But one day, he broke the rules of his sect by sneaking into the secret library and learning the techniques of the Tang Sect. So when he was caught, he was chased by the sect elder. Tang swiftly dodges his elders, but soon gets stuck to a dead end. With extreme aggression and hatred, the old tribesmen give Tang the death penalty for entering the secret library. Because he was cornered, he also threw himself into the bottom of the abyss with a smile on his face, and without the slightest sense of regret. Finally, Tang's soul reaches a parallel universe where he is reborn as an infant. The parallel universe specifically belongs to the spirits of martial arts, and this place called the Douluo world. The forbidden techniques that he learned from the library are still fresh in his mind. He starts meditating and begins practicing his techniques alone on a peaceful mountain. Everyone unlocks a special ability at the age of 6. That ability is known as a spirit soul. Tang San, who is here, lived in a village called Saint of Soul Village. His father was a blacksmith who looked dull and loved to drink in his daily life. Tang San was the one who took care of the house and prepared food. A 26-ranked young soul master enters Tang's village to teach young kids how to awaken and sharpen their spirit ability. Tang San and the other children were then led into a room which was a place to test their spirit powers. The powers of the guardian spirits themselves varied greatly in type and level of strength. And Suyanto himself has the power of the forest wolf guardian spirit, which is very suitable for use in combat. Suyanto, who is specifically in search of strong soul power, greets the children and continues to test kids to find someone with full soul powers. He casts a spell and creates a yellow glowing circle and asks the children to step inside the circle one by one and bring out their powers. The first child came forward to see what kind of power his guardian spirit had. From his right hand visualized his guardian spirit power technique. This technique, one of the agricultural tools, namely acai. He entered the second test to find out how high his power level is. A ball of light would glow brightly if the child touching it had enough spirit energy, but unfortunately, this first child has no spirit energy at all. Upon checking everyone's soul powers, he's left with disappointment. The majority of the kids have soul powers in farming or agriculture. It's explained that if a person doesn't have spirit energy and is still willing to practice it, doesn't matter how hard they try or what method they use, it will be in vain. In other words, they would never become a spirit master. In the end, Tang enters the circle. He moves forward with his right hand and reveals his power, which is of blue-silver grass, but at the same time his left hand trembles and shows a glowing hammer. But he prefers to hide it and only shows the protective spirit in his right hand. It was too bad that Suyantao said blue-silver grass was a type of guardian spirit that was much less useful than farming tools. So Suyantao didn't want to take Tang San to the second stage. But Tang San still insisted on being allowed to try it first. He checks his soul power, which turns out to be a level 10. Be a level 10. A level 10 power is very rare. People who are born with full powers are indeed very powerful. After the exams were over, the village chief gave Tang San the good news that Su Yantao had left Tang. Send an invitation to enroll in the Spirit Protector Academy in Nuoding City. Chief takes Tang Shan to his home where he scolds his careless father for not being there for Tang on his awakening day. Chief tells his father Tang Hao about Tang's and Nate's soul power on finding his son as a blue-silver grass. Tang Hao finds it disgraceful. Grandpa Jack decides to send him to beginner Soulmaster school in Nuoding City, but Tang Hao disapproves of it. When Grandpa shouts further, Tang Hao kicks him out. Moments later, Tang Hao asks Tang to show his martial soul. He shows him the blue-silver grass, which he gets angry and decides to leave. Tang San tried to persuade his father by displaying the power of his dual guardian spirits, one of which took the form of a hammer. Immediately, we see a flashback where we see Tang Hao's wife, Lin, who was a blue-silver grass too. She sacrificed herself to save Tang Hao and baby Tang. After seeing Hammer as Tang's martial soul, he hugs his child and realizes he has a twin martial soul. Long story short, Tang San's father changed his mind and let Tang San join the academy, but Tang San had to promise not to tell anyone that he had Hao Tian's guardian spirit hammer. He also teaches Tang how to protect the silver grass with the hammer forever, and he also tells Tang that twin martial souls can only be found in 1 in a million. The next morning, Grandpa Jack takes Tang Shan to Nuoding City. Old Jack announces that he will leave the city after dropping Tang at his martial school. The gatekeeper stops the two and asks for a pass. Old Jack hands over a piece of paper that the Spirit Master had given to Tang. But the gatekeeper there wouldn't let him in because he didn't trust Tang San and the village head who looked so poor. Even the invitation that Tang San brought with him was thrown away because he thought it was a fake. Jack and the gatekeeper get into an argument. As the argument gets heated, the gatekeeper raises his hand on Old Jack. Upon this, Tang gets furious and twists the gatekeeper's wrist badly. He throws the gatekeeper to the ground and activates his hidden weapon to launch an attack. When the fight got serious, one of the academy teachers known as Master Yu Xiaojing stepped in. Then Master Xiaojin confirmed that the invitation Tang San brought was the real one. Leaving Jack outside the school boundary, the Grandmaster takes Tang inside the school. On their way, Grandmaster shocks Tang by telling him he is going to be the third student with twin martial souls who has appeared in their school in the past 100 years. Explained that Master Xiaojing is a teacher who is no longer teaching. His daily activities include conducting research and testing various theories regarding the power of the guardian spirit, such as learning about the weaknesses of each type of guardian spirit and what the most effective methods are for cultivating them, and many more. According to his studies, there is no way that a blue-silver grass can have a level 10 soul power. There is another soul power which has made him reach level 10. Tang San became very admiring of him, and Master Xiao Jing said that Tang San was very special and had the potential to become a great spirit master in the future. Finally, Tang San kneeled down and asked Master Xiao Jiang to be his teacher. Grandmaster takes Tang to the principal's office. He sees Tang as accompanied by the Grandmaster. Grandmaster may not be a teacher in his school, but is a very well-reputed man, so the principal doesn't dare to say no and accepts Tang in his high-profile school. A kid jumps and attacks Tang as soon as he enters his hostel room. Tang easily manages to win over the kid and gets appreciated for showing his reflexes. After receiving applause, Tang encounters a pretty girl with a spirit of a rabbit. She begins fighting Tang. The competition gets tough since the girl is extraordinary just like him, and her name is Xiao Wu. Later, it is revealed that the kids in Hostel 7 are working students who work in the hostel to pay their school fees. It turns out that in this academy, several levels of dormitories are divided based on social status. As for the children of the rich, they get to go to VIP places like hotels. Hostel 7 kids find out that they are labeled as lower class, which irritates Tang and Xiao Wu. Annoyed, Xiao Wu wanted to start a fight, but Tang San stopped her. After breakfast, Tang visits Grandmaster and is told to prepare for soul beast hunting. After discussing the martial souls in depth, the two conclude to elope in the woods to find a worthy soul beast that can be hunted down, and they will obtain its soul ring. And that marks the end of this thrilling episode. Thank you so much for watching until now. I truly appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more epic recaps. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video. Bye!